Hi guys, I'm back with my swatch video for my 36 pot UV gel set that I got from eBay. This is what they look like. It's a pretty decent variation of color, although there are some that are pretty close to one another. But this was the first 12, and as you can see, these greens are pretty similar. This is a darker one, this is a lighter one, and or medium one, this is probably the lightest one. And then these two blues, this is a darker and lighter of the two. But this is what they look like. I'm hoping they show true to color on camera. This is a gray, this is like a bubblegum pink, like a really pretty purple, or a garnet probably, I'll call it. There's a white, the three purples that are pretty similar, two pinks that are pretty similar, which is fine. They're not extremely different, but that doesn't really bother me too much. And then there's a brown, sky blue, this is like a lilac. There's also a few fluorescent colors, which I don't know if they would glow, but in my UV light they look like they did. There's this green right here, this orange right here, this orange did as well actually, and this yellow here. So what I did was I swatched them, and then I have them numbered on the back according to the numbers that they were on the bottom of the jars. Overall, these are pretty nice gels. The only thing I have to compare them to is my gelish polish that I got, and these are really pigmented. It didn't take well, it took about as much as it did for the gelish. It took me 2 to 3 coats, probably more like 3, to get the color that it was in the bottle. And with these it took about the same. One thing I did notice is the darker colors, like these colors here, the darker ones, they didn't take as many coats. They went on pretty opaque. This red one, this purple one, like there were some that what you could tell were transparent or like clear based, and then some that were like creamier, and I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you can tell when you take it out like which ones are gonna have to be built on to get the color. But overall they went on pretty well. Of course, like with any other polish, you want to do small coats or light coatings. Cure it for, I think I cured it for maybe 10 seconds. I put on another coat so that it wouldn't bubble up or anything. And these have a top coat on them. I put a Delina top coat on top of them. But I left 2 empty. These 2 last ones, just to show you guys the process, how I got it to work for me. So the last 2 colors, this is 35 and 36. So I will do that for you guys so you can see how it works. And I wish I kind of would have got better colors or did the different colors, but this is going to be a pink and a green that I'm going to swatch. Also, I would suggest you use a smaller brush. This is a number 4. Originally the first 3 I used, or the first 4 I used this number 10 brush. It was like a bigger one, and it clogged up in the brush and it just didn't clean easily. It just didn't really work too well for me, so I went to a smaller one. And in between each, because I did different colors, if you did just one single color on your nails, of course you wouldn't have to do this, but in between I had to clean the brush, and I just filled a little container with acetone and just clean it in there. So of course you're gonna need your UV lamp, which I have on the side here, and I will show you guys how I did it. So let's see, hopefully this isn't too awkward. Pretty much, well, when you pick it up, it's pretty thick. It's like a UV builder gel, more so than a polish. You can see it's kind of stringy, but it's really pigmented, and I really do like the way it works so far. So I just get the little blob of it. I'm trying to make sure I'm in frame, I'm sorry. And just paint it on. As you can see, it's gonna take obviously more than one coat to build this up, but you just gotta do quick little coats of it. And I'm gonna put it in my lamp really quick. And that's what it looks like before I put it in. That's the first coat. You can see through it pretty much. And I'm just going to put it in the UV lamp for about 10 seconds. And just let it do a soft cure, I guess is what they call it. And I'm going to probably do about 3 coats. That's what I did for most of these, 3 coats. And it was fine enough that you could see it pretty clearly. No problem. Okay, so I'm going to take it out and do my second coat. Okay, and that's what it looks like. The second coat is still pretty see-through. I'm going to cure it for another 10 seconds. And this color seems like it's kind of more clear based than the creamier ones. I'm trying to think of which ones were the creamier ones so I can show you guys the difference. But after doing 36 of them, or I guess 34 of them, I kind of could tell the difference before. Like, as soon as I opened it, I know which one it would be. And I'm kind of glad I swatched them before I used them on my actual nails, because it gave me more of a perspective as to how to use each one. Okay, and that's the third coat, and as you can see, you can't really see through it as much as before. And I'm gonna cure it again. So that's my third coat. I think with this I'm gonna do just one more, just to have it a little bit brighter, but that's perfectly fine. Like, if I was doing my nails and being lazy and I just wanted to do 3 coats, I could do that and it'd be perfectly fine. You wouldn't be able to tell that I didn't do enough coats, or that it didn't look, you know, bright enough or anything. So that was my third coat, and this is going to be my final coat. This is my 4th coat, and just make sure I cover up, get any spots that I missed, and that looks perfect. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna go ahead and let that cure. And what I was doing is, as I was letting that cure, or when I was doing this before, I was letting them cure, I clean off my brush in between. So all I would do is just take my little container with acetone, just press the brush in there to get it into the brush, and then just take it and clean it off like that, making sure I press into the bristles, because like I said, if you were doing this normally, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but because I did swatches, I didn't want any colors transferring. So just making sure that it's in there really nice, and then just brushing it until it's clear. And it worked pretty good for me. So now that that is done, I'll get my next color ready, and it's this pink. So what I did for these caps, so I wouldn't have to deal with these every time I opened them, is I just pulled it off, put it into the top lid. Sorry, cleaning off my hand really quick. Put it into the top lid, and just with this I have a little dotting tool on the back, so I just use that to press down and keep it in there so it won't come out every single time I open it. And like I said, this is a really pretty pink, like a red base pink, and that's what it looks like. And they're all, like I said, they're all really thick, but not like hard to work with thick. It's just like I said, if you use the UV builder gel, that's what it seems like to me. It reminds me of that. Just thick, but it's just really easy to work with. This is my first time using, well, I use gelish, but this is my first time using anything like this, and it was really easy to work with. I didn't have any problems. So this is done curing, so I'm gonna just start with this pink, and I hope you guys can see it. Okay, my camera kind of sucks, but hopefully it's focusing enough where you guys can get a general idea of how this works. And this is my first coat, and as you can see through it pretty well. This is definitely one of the clear base ones. That's what it looks like. And I'm just gonna put it in for 10 seconds like I did before, and get my next little ball ready, I guess. And like I said, this set, or I think I put it in the description. Well, I will put it in the description as well, but like I said, this set is 36 pieces. It's 10 mLs. That's how many, or that's how much is in each container. I think I paid about $17.50. Here's the second coat. Still see through it. Yeah, I paid about $7.50 for it on eBay. Took about a month to get here, like most things from China or Hong Kong. It takes, you know, quite a while to get here. But it was it wasn't bad. I think it came a little bit sooner than a full month actually, but it did come. I'm gonna have the videos I actually already posted, but my unboxing of this even though it was in a bag, and it shows that there were a few that were kind of busted up. I mean, they weren't open. It just, I mean, I'm sure it's been through a lot trying to come all the way from China to the US. But a few of them were just, I guess they popped open, or there was some type of pressure or something, and the gel kind of leaked out. But it wasn't that horrible to clean up. I got a bunch of acetone and some paper towels and just had to go in there and work on it. But it wasn't horrible. Like I said, I did contact the seller and let them know that the stuff did come damaged, to see if they'll do anything, or because it was kind of a pain in the butt to clean it. But I mean, it wasn't the end of the world for the price I paid. And I decided to get this pack because I don't really venture out to too many colors. If I showed you guys my nail polish rack, it's pretty much 90% of it. Okay, I won't say 90%. Like 60% of it is purple polish. I have like 3 main colors I use. I use purple, turquoise, and gray, black, I guess. And then I have a few. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a few like neutral shades, but yeah, I just wanted to get something where I had variety without buying every single polish separate, because that would cost an arm and a leg. Even with the little generic ones on eBay, like $5 for each polish it's a bit much for me, considering I won't wear all of these colors that often. But it's you know, it's nice to have some different colors for, like, if I do my sister's nails, or, you know, if I do want to do a different design. And if that's what you're looking for, I think that this is going to work really well for you, because there is a variety of colors. They have a bunch of different ones, and they work really well. I really think I'm going to enjoy them. They last. The containers are very tiny, but they seem like they'll last for quite a while. Like, you won't have to worry about you're running out too soon, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Let me see. So here's a quarter. So compared to a quarter, that's how big the jar is. It's not very big at all. And I do that only to show you guys, because, like, when you look online, or at least when I look online, everything looks huge. Everything looks like extremely, like, large on eBay. I don't know why. Especially the nail stuff. I'm like looking at it and I'm like, oh my god, that's so pretty. It's so, you know, it's going to be so big, and then I get it here and it's like super tiny. So this is done with its last cure, and this, like I said, is one of the more transparent ones, because you can still kind of see through it a bit, and that's what I noticed with a couple of the, like, some of the reds and purples. This was like another one that was like that, kind of transparent. This red one was definitely like that. I mean, but it's not a problem. It's not a big deal. It's just like, I don't know, it's just the type of, like, just with any polish, different polishes have different consistencies. Some have cream finishes, some have shimmer or whatever. It's not a big deal to me. But this is what it looks like. This is the last drying. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a top coat over it, the Lena UV top coat, which this is my first time using this, and I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I guess the nails are pretty shiny. Like, when I did it, because I did the rest of the swatches last night, and when I originally put it on, I was just like, I don't know, I just didn't really care for it. I didn't think it was shiny enough. It didn't look like I had really done anything to it. But I don't know, looking at it this morning, I guess it looks a lot better to me, or this afternoon it looks a lot better than I did last night. So it might have just me being tired. I don't know, because I was doing this pretty late. But I'm going to cure this really quickly, and I don't know, I guess I'll talk about this top coat compared to the only one that I have to compare it to is my ASP, and I think that was $9.99 or something like that. It might have been $6.99. I don't know. I got it from Sally's, and it works pretty well. I actually really like that one. And this compared to that, I mean, I guess they're similar results. This was only $2. Of course, I had to wait a month for it to come from China, but I think for what I'm using it for now, which is just swatching, it's not that big a deal. It works perfectly. I wouldn't want to use my ASP that I paid more for on it. But yeah, I'll show you guys the swatches again really quick. One thing, there's a lot of bright colors in this set, which is great for people who love bright colors. I'm not really too big on bright colors, but since it's spring, I might change it up a little bit. And especially like this will. This will is so pretty to me. Mostly, because my favorite color is purple, so I'm guessing it's probably because there's so many purple in it. But even the pinks, and I'm not a pink person at all. I hate the color pink. It's just not my color. But the pinks in this set are really pretty. Like, even the bubblegum pink, like, I would never wear that. Like, this is, I don't know, it's weird to even think that I like the color pink on here, but it just looks really nice. This gray, which is my usual tone that I stick with, grays, purples, and like turquoise. This gray is really nice too. There's one kind of nudish color. I don't know if you can really tell. It's like a peach, which is a really pretty color actually. It's like a nudie color. But that's the only. And there's a brown. There's a brown. I think there's one other brown on the other wheel. But let me see if these are cured. Yeah, it is. Okay, so yeah, here's the other brown on this set. But I'm going to just take my little cotton or lint-free wipe and just wipe these off, and they should be good to go. So this is the finished product, and as you can see, the Lena top coat, I mean, I'm sitting here complaining about it, but look, it is shiny. Like, look how pretty that is. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So overall, I think it's a pretty good set for what you're paying. Or I paid $17.50. Of course, I tried to look for the best deal because there's so many similar ones on there. But $17.50. If you're willing to wait for it and you want to try different colors, you don't want to pay an arm and a leg, this is definitely a really good deal. I wouldn't have did it differently. I wouldn't have bought them separate. So this is perfect for me. There's a bunch of different sets on there. The picture that I'm going to have as a photo for the video is going to be the exact set that I got. My set looked just like that when I ordered it. So if you're looking on eBay, if you see a picture that looks like that one, that's probably the same one as that I got. I looked at it earlier today, and all the colors that I have here are the colors that are in the pictures. It looks a little bit different. Of course, some of them look a little brighter or whatever, but you know how it is with colors of stuff online when you get it. But yeah, overall, other than the only bad experience I had was when they came and a few were busted, and even those were still pretty much full. I didn't have any problems with them being half empty or anything. This, I think, is actually one of the creamy ones. I don't know if you could see, but this is about as low as they are, and that's pretty much full. Most of them came like full to the brim, so you definitely get your money's worth. The quality of them are really good. I would suggest them. I would buy them again, honestly, if I use them all. And I hope this video was helpful to anyone out there who is looking into buying these, because when I was looking, I couldn't find really any videos that said anything about them, and I just really wanted to be helpful to someone who is looking, because I know every time I order stuff online, I always go to eBay to look for, or go to YouTube to look for videos or reviews or whatever. So these are working pretty well for me now. If anyone's interested, I might do an update video with them actually on my nails to see how they hold up. But I think that they'll probably be fine. I don't think they're gonna do anything different than they are on the swatches, because they look pretty good on here. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. Bye.